Alright, welcome back to episode 9 of the Archivist Challenge. I'm sure you can already hear that my sound quality from my microphone is much better, and that's because I got myself a standalone mic rather than using my headset mic. Actually graciously donated to me by one of my good friends. So, we're here. We just have been kind of exploring around Mystery Lake as far as I can recall. And now we want to get the Aurora here tonight, hopefully. So we can use this laptop most likely to view the last buffer memory over here. So that way we can progress on to Carter Hydro Dam, get the buffer memory in there, and we can push on from there. So I believe it's early morning. I think that's where we left. Oh, it's midday-ish. Maybe we slept a little longer than we had initially thought. Oh, loaded up with gear. I think the last thing we did was explore the cabins on Mystery Lake. Yeah, if I can remember correctly, that's where we left off. So I'm gonna drop off all this gear. I don't think we had. We just explored and then came back. So let's drop all this, including that fire log. Man, those things are heavy. Oh, I still have another hour of research left on that guy. Let's kind of get my bearings back here. Is there any kit I want to drop off in there? If I remember correctly, we really didn't find all that much that we wanted. In the Mystery Lake cabins, there really just wasn't all that much there to use. So let's repair up some of our stuff here. I think that was one of the things that was on the agenda last time around. We'll repair up this lantern. We have some extra scrap metal. Nice. 100% storm lantern. I don't care about that. Don't really care about that because I know I have another one of those. How's our clothing looking? Should be in pretty good condition. Oh, I have that military coat that I want to repair up though. I do have 2 cloth. Let's go for it. Repair that guy up a little bit because he's going to help protect us pretty well from the, oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So we'll put him on. We'll drop off the light shell that we picked up like in the very beginning of this challenge. Won't be needing that anymore. Okay. Seems like we're a little thirsty. Okay, yeah. We'll have some of these food items here. Eat up these candy bars. We'll have these maybe tomato soup. It's pretty low condition. I don't know if I want to even risk that. Let's not risk that. But we will have these tomato soups. Tomato soup's one of those things that I try and eat first because it just doesn't give you a lot of calories for... not a lot of bang for your buck. So we'll chow down on some of that. How many calories are in this? 450? That might be just enough to put us right back, and then we'll just top off with water. We're gonna stop there. Let's read our book. That's another thing we have to do. One more hour of research. Waste a little bit more time until the night, and hopefully we find an Aurora tonight. That would be fantastic. Look at all those extra cans we've got here. Let's just drop those off. We don't need those. Got a lot of rifle rounds here. Do we have any in here? No. Got a flare shell for the flare gun that we don't have. Drop off those things. I probably won't pick that sewing kit back up. I don't really anticipate we'll need more than one of them. Or more than 2 of them. We could have a fire tonight if we wanted to. Alright. I'm just gonna kind of poke my head around and explore a little bit. Maybe I'll... I mean, there's other areas. You can see the lookout tower up there. Just... I don't know if they're worth going to in this challenge. This is really more designed to... I mean, hitting those specific areas that are marked on our maps, and we don't really have any need to go to the tower, so I don't think we will. This is obviously the path down to Carter Hydro Dam. If we look at the map, we're right about here right now. We gotta take that railroad all the way over here past that. We gotta cross the little river here on that bridge and move into Carter Hydro Dam. So we're really hoping that we get our Aurora appearance tonight. Other than that, that's really the only thing we have left to do here. Seems that I'm still thirsty. Let's finish off those peaches and we'll drink some water. I think I have some extra water stashed somewhere in that cabin. If not, we can always just cook up some water. Maybe that's what we'll do next. We'll go check on the water situation. The other thing I was kind of trying to do there is check to see if there are any wolves around. So we might know what we're going into when we leave in the morning. If we can leave in the morning. Alright, let's check our water situation, see what we're working with here. I don't think... Is that all our food? So we have 0.79. That's not bad. Maybe we could cook up a little bit of water. Maybe repair our rifle a little bit too, because I probably don't need to carry around this other cleaning kit as well. I usually like to keep my rifle in pristine condition if I can. Less prone to jams and that sort of thing. And normally, if you're like me, I don't do a whole lot of hunting. I really just use my rifle for protection. You don't really end up needing it all that much. You don't need that many cleaning kits. So let's start our fire. We're gonna start it with a book that we finished. Oh, we do have accelerant. Don't need that right now though. So we'll start that fire. We'll get that going. We'll get the water going up there, and maybe I'll put a little can up there with some water too, just how long I want to sit up. I think it takes around 2 hours for snow to melt and the water to boil in that large container if you use the large container. So we'll just stick that up there. Let's do 0.4 in that. Because again, we don't really need that much, but may as well do something. Oh, there's a letter here. That's an interesting name. Beansy and I came up this way in the summers when we were knock-kneed goofy kids. We fished and played with swords made out of sticks, wove levy baskets from the reeds. You could row across the lake. Those little cabins at the far end where the tourists came and fished, hunted the deer, and had their parties. We stood behind the counter and watched Dad welcome them, looked at the guest book and read their names. When the summer was nearing its end and the cattails turned to fluff, we blew our wishes to the sky, always to come back. Always. Very pleasant. I actually think there's another letter that we haven't read yet. Yeah, I think this is the one. There's nothing left. The matches got wet, and I'm down to a couple tins of peaches and a can of pop. I don't know what to do. I don't want to go, but where do I go? I want to go, but where do I go? Those wolves everywhere, scratching at the door, pawing at the windows, waiting. A dull knife, a rock, a length of rope. A It's like one of those jokes you hear about when three guys walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, you can't bring rope in here." Something about afraid not. Something like that. Ha. Good one. Alright. Those are my messed up peaches. Just put those out of the way. So we'll just pass some time here. Take that water. Just because it doesn't really cost me any resources, we'll do that too. Pass some more time. Okay. 0.56 gallons. If I take this, I'll have tons of water. Oh boy. That's not what I wanted to hear. I was hoping that we would hear... Usually it's not very loud before the aurora comes in. I don't think we're gonna have it again.
I need to rest soon.
Oh yeah. Well, let's just go for an hour and see if it comes up. It would suck to sleep through the night and miss the aurora, but I don't think it's happening. Oops. What time is it? Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna wake up very thirsty, I think. I did miss the aurora. Oh, I didn't miss it. I'm so lucky that I was so thirsty. Okay. In an effort to not miss that buffer memory, we're going right now. Oh, I love that deer up there. That mount. Alright, here we go. Log upload 3.doc. We'll be expecting their return this winter, but end results remain unknown. I hope to gather additional data on this phenomenon next spring. Continued logging could be a factor to consider. Okay. Oh, that's coffee. I was like, ooh. Ooh. Alright. I'll go upstairs. Oh, I woke up fully rested? Oh man, that's a long aurora. Let's top off with some calories here. I think that's pretty much the end of our food too, so it's a good thing we went out and got more. Water goes fast. So we're just gonna pass some time here. We don't really have anything better to do. Just wasting calories. Okay. Now we're gonna grab all of our goodies here. I'm not gonna grab those. Maybe one of those. Both our flashlights, my new hatchet. All the food we can muster. Don't need that water, I don't believe. Take the whetstone, take the matches. I probably can take... I can take all that water if I want to. Let's take it. And we'll be able to grab all this stuff, but... maybe we'll just drop the water.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
And carry all that firewood. Buy 4 gallons. It's fine. Okay. Still fairly early, but should be perfect to go and make our way to Carter Hydro Dam. That's not too bad. Visibility was lower, I would consider not going, but this should be good enough. I do expect us to run into some wolves here. They're very plentiful in this area. Especially if you take this route along the tracks. It's the easiest route to take because it's very I mean, easy to follow. You just follow the railroad tracks. So it's hard to get lost, but there are many predators along here. So we're going to get to Carter Hydro. We're going to kind of set up camp there. We'll probably be staying, obviously, inside of Carter Hydro Dam. There's definitely some areas around that we can explore and check out. We'll probably hit a couple of spots on the way. I know one in particular that we're definitely going to hit. Oh, good. Visibility is going away. So we might just... It's not super cold, so there's a little area here where the train went off the tracks that we will try and, if we don't get caught by a wolf beforehand, try and sneak into the rail car, and we'll just kind of wait out this low visibility and this fog here. Hopefully we don't get attacked by a wolf before we even get to it, which is likely. Like I said, wolves are very plentiful in this area. But if you didn't know, with the derailment here, you can sneak up on this log, and you got yourself a little area where you're protected from the wind. There's usually a little bit of gear here.
This stuff will come in handy.
Anything that's going to be groundbreaking, but okay. We're gonna wait. I'm gonna wait out this fog. Hopefully it goes away. Well, we're still looking pretty foggy. Just kind of go an hour at a time here. We don't need a lot of daylight here. We're not going super far. You can usually see that fog just kind of go. There it is. It's gone. Perfect. Look at that. I can see them coming from a mile away. If I can actually see them. Check the body here. Sometimes there's also some tools. Sometimes there's a first aid kit here. Just kind of take a quick look around. I don't think there's ever anything that spawns up here, but doesn't hurt to check. Okay. Alright, so there's one other stop that I'm going to make on the way there, and you can already see it in the distance there. That little train car. We're going to check that. Looks like I'm low on water. How are my faculties? Yikes. I don't have a lot of food here. Hopefully Carter has some things for me to eat. I've got water. Well, not a ton of water anymore. I may have made a faux pas. I feel like I didn't drink water in the morning when I woke up. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't remember. But either way, water's pretty easy to come by, and again, we're not super challenged in that way. We have ways of creating water, and we're again super nomadic. We're just bouncing from place to place. So as long as we don't get jumped by animals, survival shouldn't be too hard. This is a very popular spot for wolves to sit, but I think we're okay. I don't see any. I haven't heard any. Sometimes with the weather change, they just don't come around. But always stay with your head on a swivel, checking to see if anybody's going to be approaching from any angle. This is another nice little spot, a little refuge from wolves and the like. Love epic books. We can start a fire. That's awesome.
This will come in
I
handy.
mean, I've got extra space right now, so I may as well. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Yeah, there's not normally really all that much here, but it's worth stopping at. I mean, like, you can see the, oh, let's leave that open, actually. the hunting knife in there would be a really good find if you were early on and you didn't have one yet. Okay, let's get a rifle back out. There's cabins down that way, or like little trailers.
I think I can use this.
I'm interested in that. There's a lot of bodies here. But we're not going to go to the trailers in this playthrough. Not really much need to. That will definitely take. Food is kind of low right now. So we'll make our way to the bridge. You can already see it ahead of us there. You can see the power lines kind of draping over it and that big sign in the distance. Again, this is a pretty popular area for wolves. I'm actually quite surprised we haven't run into one yet, and I have a feeling that we will here. Sometimes there's a wolf up there on the bridge eating a deer carcass. I mean, I'm not going to complain if we don't see any wolves, but let's see what we got here. Doesn't look like there's any down there. Doesn't look like there's any down there. Well, that's pretty nice. Not having to worry about them here. I mean, they can really kind of jump out at you. We'll leave that gate open. How much weight do we have left? Not a lot. So we're going to go drop off our gear first. Yep, we're going to probably stay just inside. I usually make, put my bedroll down just inside of Carter. Oh, there's some food there. Awesome. Yeah, I like to, no reclaimed wood around here. Yeah. It's kind of a handy thing. There'd probably be some fuel just inside here, though. Okay. So I like to set up shop kind of right in here. I don't think there's a bed in here. That's at least easy to get to. You have to go to the other side of the dam to get to it. And I'm not sure. We should probably try and find that laptop first. They've all been laptops, right? I think they have. So either way, let's put our bedroll down, and we'll use these lockers as kind of our storage. Let's see if there's anything in there we want. Nope. Okay, so we're gonna drop off all the stuff that we don't really need to carry around. Carry on one of those flashlights. One of those. Don't need that. Don't need you. I'm not gonna need any of this stuff. Drop off our MRE and our herbal tea and our coffee. Sure, we'll drop that off too. Alright, we'll drop off this wood here. We've got a lot of matches. I think I meant to leave those. Okay. So instead of exploring in here, well, actually, we call that back. Let's find out where exactly the, it's in the lower dam. So we're in the upper dam right now, so we have to go out there, and you can just see it, that kind of like green glow on the door, just out there. That's the lower dam, so that's where we're going to have to end up heading to. So if the Aurora does happen tonight, we'll probably try and make our way through the dam tonight, which could be pretty dangerous because there are quite a few like sparking bits.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Hi there. there are like little wires that kind of drape across that can really mess you up quick. And when the aurora comes, they activate. The electricity goes to them, they activate, and they start sparking and really hurting you. So maybe it is best to kind of just do a quick once over through here, and maybe we'll stay in the maybe we'll stay in the lower dam. That might be a better plan, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Work pants. I'm not gonna worry about any of that stuff. We'll take some of this water. Okay. Should head upstairs. I'm not gonna go through all the desks and everything.
Nobody needs this.
There's really not all that much that we can find in there other than like a few calories. So I'm not really gonna concern myself too much with it. Alright. You know what? We're gonna go back here and we're gonna call this one. I just realized we're pretty close to time here, so we're going to call this episode here, and in the next one we're going to finish exploring the upper dam, and we're going to go through to the lower dam to get that last buffer memory, and then we're going to be off to the next area, which I think is Coastal Highway. So we're going to have to come back through the dam to get to Ravine. So yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, you can see that we got the one here in the camp office. We're going to get the last one here, and then we're going to move on to Coastal Highway, which we have to go through Ravine, which I don't know if they have a map for. Yeah, they do. We have to go through Ravine, which connects the two. You can see the railroad that kind of travels through here. It links up with both Mystery Lake on this end and Coastal Highway, I believe. Yeah, up here. You can see the railroad coming in. So we've got our work cut out for us. So, anyways, I hope the audio was a little better this time. With this new mic, I think it's going to work out a lot better for us. So I just want to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.